Hi there, I'm Angela Sharp, and you already know you're watching STL TV, where you get to experience St. Louis. Well, how about experiencing a gala? That is right. I've got Jessica Gant with me, director and CEO of Jessie B's, and you guys are having this gala to kind of raise money for your summer camp.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
I think before we get into all this, we need to talk about Jessie B's and what this summer camp is about.
I don't even know where to start, to be honest, but I look at it as if it's an adventure. I say that because the kids get to choose where we go every day on a daily basis, so lucky me. And we just let them see everything that St. Louis has to offer. So last year they had us at Merrimack Cabins, petting zoo. It's just a wonderful experience for the kids in St. Louis.
And so your summer camp is kind of a non-for-profit.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
So Jessie B's during the week or during the school year is an academy, but the summer camp is a non-for-profit, and this gala is raising money for not only the kids' tuition, but the overhead of the cost.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. We're basically trying to cover enough to cover any expenses that we have, as well as the kids' tuition. That way the kids' parents don't have to worry about a safe place for their kids to go. They're gonna drop them off with us, we're gonna have some fun, tire them out, at the same time as educating them still too. So even though it's a summer camp, if they're going someplace, we're still like counting highway signs, adding, subtracting. So no matter where we're going, we're still making it a learning experience.
And I noticed that on the website, it's very important to you guys that no matter what maybe there's a learning issue or behavioral issue, you're taking those kids on as well.
Yeah, that's very, very dear to my heart. I have dyslexia, so I saw the whole cycle full circle. I went from being a kid that had dyslexia, learning how to cope with it, learning how to build my self-esteem, and just help me. So I wanted to make a place or a space for the next young kid, maybe not to go through as much as I went through in that time frame. So that's why I wanted to give back. And we sign language, we do a lot of stuff there.
You do everything there. Now, I know that in your personal background, you were a behavioral specialist, right?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. When I came back from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do at home. I wanted to give back to St. Louis in some type of way. So it was a place in Pine Bluff called Jenkins Memorial. But I came here and I couldn't find it, so I wanted to create that space. So I started like going around different facilities, trying to see where I fit. I landed at Special School District at the Normandy Early Childhood Developmental Center, and I was there just working with one of my students I still have currently to today. She's actually 13, and I got her when she was 3, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Basically, one of the behavior specialists saw me, and she was like, hey, you want to join my team? And I'm like, I just got here, and she just trained me. So I then went to, I was housed in South County. So I was first in North County, but got housed in South County. So my home-based school was Lindbergh, but I was at Valley Park, all the Parkway schools, Lindbergh, I already said Lindbergh, I'm sorry, Ladue.
So you've kind of seen this both from a child's point of view, maybe struggling with some things, but
yes,
also as in the teacher's realm. So you
yes,
can kind of help both those people come together.
Yeah, and a lot of parents, a lot of people move here to St. Louis for the special school district. People don't know that. So when they get here, the only family they have is the teachers. So I've started building community, like building connections with the teachers and the families, and just wanted to give them something that you're here, you don't have anybody, but all you have is a teacher. So I wanted to be more than just a teacher. I wanted to be an advocate for those kids because I knew in my heart exactly how the parent and the child felt.
Right, and this gala is kind of raising money for that summer camp. I'm assuming that's one of your major fundraisers for that summer camp.
It is our major fundraiser. We have a lot of mothers that want to have their child attend, but financially they just can't afford it. And that's not fair to any of the children or anybody, the parent, the feel bad, I can't send my kids. So I've tried to create a space that when the mom drops off, it's affordable, we take care of them, and I'm essentially mama bear until they come back.
Until they get back.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let's talk about the gala. What's going to happen at the gala? If somebody buys a ticket to this, what are they going to see?
They're going to have an experience. It's going to be like the life and the day of Jessie B. So the kids do the welcoming. They do a lot of different. We have musical chairs. We have a lot of games. We let the people know like where your money's going. Just not only you guys sitting on photos, we're bringing it in. So we have some kids that we call nonverbal that have been working all year long, and they're actually going to present. So just showing the growth in when the kid first started, they wasn't talking. Now the kid's singing a song, or just what difference we're making. Like, we're making the next doctors and lawyers, and I'm trying to showcase them.
I love that, and I can tell that you're very passionate about this.
Yeah.
Where did that passion come from?
It came from just me going through it. My mom, she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and like she's like my hero. So she's been an educator, and one day I was crying about like, I don't know it, and she just told me like, I don't care what anybody tells you, like, you keep going, like, you keep up. And so I just basically just poured my heart into something because I have to advocate for somebody, so why not advocate for the kiddos?
I love that. Now, during the summer camp, you said the kind of kids kind of direct where you guys are going, but there's learning along the way. Can you kind of tell us what happened in last year's summer camp to kind of give people a taste of how that worked?
So the kids love ice cream. You know, kids love ice cream. So we let them make ice cream from scratch at Jessie B's. And then when we got done, we ate it. And then, like, we told them to give them advance, but we didn't tell them where we were taking them to. And we took them to the ice cream place. And they were, like, so ecstatic. And then we asked for, like, hey, what's the ingredients? And then we tried to remake it our own self. So we try to still make it fun. So we're talking about that. Or we talk about baking. So we just try to do anything to help the kids. So we ended up at we love nothing but bun cakes, so we took them there, but we just basically try to, anything the kids, so it's ingredients. You guys want a cake, so let's learn how to make a cake. So we turn anything they want to do into learning first.
Perfect. That is wonderful, and that's a great way to kind of keep everybody together. Now, if somebody's watching and maybe they can't make the gala, that day doesn't work, I'm assuming you'll take donations anyway.
Yes, don't take any donations. Please stop by our website at www.jessybsacademy.org. Everything's spelled out there. Take a look. My stories on there. You'll hear a bit more about me on the website. You see the kids' photos. Check out any social media platforms. We're all on, and we're on TikTok as well too.
You're even on TikTok.
Yeah, the kids like TikTok. I'm not their best at it, but we're working on them. We do like kid-appropriate TikToks.
Now, you were also mentioning before we came out here that there are some kids that used to be a part of the school that maybe moved away, but they really want to know more about what's going on. They want to keep in touch with you.
So yeah, one of my little guys, he was my original baby, and he was 9 months old. He moved to Texas like 2 years ago. So he comes and stays with me and Mr. Glenn and, in the summertime. But he comes up from Texas and spends a month with us. And he was like, he loves it. Like every summer, he's like, I don't want to stay in Texas. I want to go to Jessie B. So it makes us feel good. We have kids that have moved away, but they still FaceTime us on the weekend. They still ask us. We're still involved. We're a family. It's literally a family there.
You've said family a couple times, but it really does sound like you've made this a family.
Oh yeah, it's a family. It's definitely, and it takes a family to raise kids. It's like a village, and that's our core. Like, it takes a family. So everybody needs support, and especially when you're raising kids, and they can be difficult at sometimes, and you need to know how to have somebody else have your back.
I love that. Well, let's talk about the gala. When is the gala happening?
The gala is November the 18th. It's going to be held at Ferguson Community Center from 4 to 8. And bring the kids out. It's a family event. It's just not it's literally a family event.
We're calling it Sneaker Ball.
Yeah, it's a sneaker ball this year.
Okay, so are we all wearing sneakers?
Yes, formal gowns, look beautiful, but have your nice shoes on this year. You know,
we're going to have comfortable footwear, but our nice gowns. I love that.
Yeah, you know, sometimes our heels can be okay, but a lot of the kids, like, you know, we have at our house a huge sneaker collection, so they kind of want to see what we got some more. So we just want to, you know, help the kids out, but that's kind of our connection with them too. We try to be on their level, so we keep up with the latest sneakers and stuff like that, so the kids can have something to talk to us about.
I love it. I feel like we could talk all day, but is there something you want to make sure that people get out of our interview right now so they know more about Jessie B's in this summer camp?
Just know that I'm very passionate, and my goal is I want to make sure that every kid that attends my summer camp this year, they can go there on a scholarship. They have been working very hard, co-washing, just to make sure they have enough to go. And I want to just make sure that I can make all of them smile and they can actually be there this summer with me.
That is amazing. Well, let's talk about it one more time. Where do people get tickets? How do they find out about this gala?
Stop by jessybsacademy.com, Facebook. It's on all social media platforms. Just look us up, and it's a click away.
And if somebody can't make it to that, you are taking donations right there on your webpage.
Yes, we tell people if you cannot make it, but you want to help, it's some moms and dads who cannot afford a ticket, so pay it forward and help a parent out so they can attend the ball too, because that's another issue that we're facing. A lot of our parents can't afford to maybe pay for they have other kids' tickets or other maybe mom and dad, so we want to make sure that the whole family as a unit can be there to support the kiddos at Jessie B's.
Wonderful. Well, after you check them out and maybe buy a ticket to the gala, make sure you follow us on all our social media channels. You can find them right there on your screen. And of course, keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.